Hey everybody, back in the garage. Got this project. I don't know if I'm going to do anything with it, but I just figured I'd film it real quick. Looks like missing the rifle. And let's see, the coin door. The coin door parts are there. Nothing on the inside. I don't think I've done anything with this since I got it. Missing back door. Has a NeoTec, I believe a 27-inch monitor. Put my NeoTec monitor. I believe it's using the CGA RGB there. This is probably an old Buck Hunter board, and I don't think it's working. Could be the graphics board and stuff. I think I might just take everything out and put it on the bench downstairs to make sure. No, it's got a hard drive on it. I'll test the monitor probably first. I mean, it's not bad on the inside, just needs to be a little cleaning. Oh, it's missing a fuse. Oh no, there's nothing plugged into that fuse right there. Is anything supposed to be plugged in? There's a ground strap to something. I don't know, I kind of want to take everything out, I think, because I don't know what's going on here. Some type of audio. No, that's some power thing that they hacked into this computer power supply. I probably have a spare computer power supply just in case this one doesn't work. I'm gonna have to test that, and I'm gonna get my monitor tester to test the monitor, maybe if it powers up. I guess let's power up and see what it does. The ground plug's been removed, and it is currently disconnected. I'm gonna have this on a tripod, so let's see. Do we throw caution to the wind? I took that off. There's a 5 volts in negative just to see. Just checking to see if anything's looks like it's going to be touching something that it shouldn't be. See, there's a VGA out, but I guess it could be CGA, right? I don't know how this gets video. Does it use the JAMA video, or does it use the video VGA out? I'm not sure. Let's see. Oh, I don't hear. Oh, I see lights on. Monitor's coming on. I hear the hard drive spin up, or try to. I don't see anything on the monitor. Okay, that definitely powered off. The fan is running on the power supply. I hear the hard drive spin up, or trying to spin up. Let's see if I can. Let me get my tester to see if this thing will put out an image. The good news is I hear the monitor power up, so I hear something going on there. I have my Wells Gardner test pattern generator, and I'm going to turn it on. I have it set to CGA. Let's see if we get anything on the screen. I don't see anything. I know you can't see anything because I got the damn light on. Yeah, I don't see jack. Let me see if I can turn up the flyback. If I can even see where that would be at. I might end up having to take this monitor out anyway. There's some jumpers there. I haven't messed with this enough really to know. Oh, there's VGA coming out there. I guess I can always try doing CGA, EGA or CGA. Red, green, blue. That must be CGA. This must be VGA. I'm gonna have to look at the monitor, I guess. Well, it definitely helps if I have this switch pointing to the left where CGA is. But I'm going to try, maybe let's try connecting it straight to the VGA there. So let me power this off. And we will disconnect this. Unplug my adapter. I guess that's not gonna. Oh, that's definitely not. That's a VGA connector. That's not going to work with this. This is regular DB9. That is a VGA. But it is probably, does it support SVGA? 800 by, let me go get my my other cable, I guess, and we'll find out. Alright, I got my SVGA hooked up, 800 by 600 right there. And we have an image. Good, so that's good. The monitor's working. I need to get this glass off, and the marquee, the retainers and stuff like that. I need to get that off. Look in behind. It looks like that's working as far as the marquee light goes. But that's good news. So that means that something's probably not right with this board. But the reason I picked this up is for potentially a different gun game. But that's good news that the monitor works, because I don't feel like working on this NeoTec at all. But let's get it out and clean it up. Alright, after watching Mike's Arcade, I actually know how to configure this thing back here for what resolution. When this connector is on the bottom, it's for VGA, and to use the top part, CGA, I would need to move this up here, and I think move this jumper from this spot where it says HV, I think, if you can see that, over to the left. And I don't know, he said this jumper didn't matter too much. So while I'm plugged in here to my tester, and this is plugged in, I can do VGA. All right, and then with my Wells Gardner tester, if I move this to the left, I can do VGA, EGA, CGA, and MDA, or SVGA if I move it to the right. So we'll go to SVGA 800 by 600, which I think is the maximum this can do. You can see the refresh is freaking out, well, with the camera anyway. And then if I move over here and move it down to VGA, we get a good image on VGA as well. Now you can't do, I can do 8514A interlaced, whatever that is. That works. But it will not sync to 1024/768, so that's too much there. You can hear it clicking around. VGA. All right, so there's VGA. Monitor works. Now I'm gonna try to see if I can get it to work on EGA or CGA by moving this up and using my connector on that. Actually, let me just try. I'll power this down and move this over and see if it makes a difference. I don't think it does. All right, move that jumper over. You can't really see it, but it's something. It says, I think it's composite sync or not or something. But it still syncs, so go to SVGA, works fine. VGA works fine. All right. Let's see if I'm going to power down. And then we'll move this over and just confirm what Mike's Amateur Arcade was saying, that this probably won't sync. So let's see. Yep, it's scrolling. So let me move that back. Not powering off. There we go. Heard it click. Whoop. Working. CGA. Okay, cool. The other thing is this jumper here, switch 5, determines whether it's putting out, I think, medium res or something like that. But both of those are going to, this has to be connected to this with a little, this video card has to be connected to this, and the video has to come out of the motherboard in either CGA or I think EGA would be a medium res, I think. So let me get a connector that can connect these two together. But first I'm going to make sure I can get the monitor to sync on regular CGA. All right, something that Mike didn't show in his video is I'm connected to EGA, CGA, and if I move this black pin over to H and V, so separate horizontal and vertical sync, it does work. Let me show you real quick. So I got my Wells Gardner on CGA, and there we're synced up. Now, if I move that over to composite sync, obviously it's not going to work because I don't have anything on the composite connector. I was about to grab my see, and you could once you lose signal, the monitor just turns off. Like, it doesn't even give me that no signal kind of thing, which is kind of weird. But move this over. Separate horizontal and vertical. Bam. Obviously it doesn't look great because I haven't even messed with the colors, but it doesn't look too bad either. What the hell is that? Some weird burn on the bottom left there. That's strange. That's a strange spot to have burn. Let's try EGA. Yep, there's EGA. It's synced up. Let's try MD. I don't know what MDA is. Nothing. CGA. All right, there we go. All right, and I also have this jumpered over, and I think if everything is on, it means it's in low res mode. But regardless, we know the monitor is working, so let's power it up and see if we get something. All right, I just powered up the computer, put the regular game connection, RGB connection on. Now that's on composite sync, so I had to move this back over to composite versus HV. But I didn't hear the monitor turn on, so I don't think it's getting a video signal. And this is just blinking. The status is just blinking there. This one's solid, so status 2 is blinking might mean something. Status 2 is blinking. I'm gonna have to look at the big buck hunter, but we know the monitor's working, so the problem has got to be the board or the video card or something. 3DFX. I might have one of these graphics boards. I kept some spares. I'll have to find out which kind this uses. I mean, the hard drive's spinning up. Looks like that's an NVRAM right there. And I tested the power. I'm getting good 12 volts, good 5, which is all it should need. Oh, obviously it probably needs 3 point something volts too, but yeah, nothing on the monitor. So that means there's no video signal coming out. Everything is connected correctly though. Looks like you can hook up a trackball to this. I don't know if you can actually play the game that way, but that's interesting. Alright, so let me back this up a little bit. So yeah, that green status light being solid is bad. I read some directions, and if you press and hold the start button up here while booting the PC, it should go into some type of test mode. The status 1 should give you some type of flash code or something. Now, I don't know what exactly is happening. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Something like that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have no idea what the heck that means, but if I power it off, where's my power switch? Oh, I wonder what this switch does. And I power it on without holding the start button. See, it's just solid. So if you hold the start button down, it goes into some type of self-test thing and gives you some type of error code, which obviously we don't know what that error code actually means. So let me turn it back off. I'm going to press and hold switch 31 just to see if that does anything. No, that didn't do anything. Alright, yeah. So turn that off, hold the button, turn it on, and then it's in some type of diagnostic mode, I guess. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 7, or on the 8th flash, it's solid. Can you guys see that? Yeah, right there. Alright, I brought the system down into the basement and took out the graphics card. Now, this graphics card, and I've been doing some research, says it's a 3DFX. I believe it's a Voodoo 2, but normally they're not branded by 3DFX. This could be a replacement card, and I don't know for sure if it is a Voodoo 2. I might need to try to look that up based off of the part number or something like that. But what I figured I would do is boot it up into test mode and see if our LED flashers on status 1 changes. One, two, 3. It does change. Like, we were getting 8 flashes before, so I assume the video card is likely good, and the problem is somewhere else. That's the only thing I can think of. I'm not positive about that. I can't find any information about the status lights, but I'm sure each thing is like checking a hard drive, checking RAM, checking this chip, checking that chip, or some crap like that. So anyway, I might do some more experimenting or some more research. I think this right here is for the communications on right here on the modem kind of thing. I don't know. I might reseat all of these. This chip right here is an NVRAM. I might have a replacement that I might just try in there. I don't know. I'm learning a little bit about these red boards. The good news is I do have I believe a working red board that's a Carnival King. And I have had that for a while. And my plan was to make this into a Carnival King, actually. Or swap them in and out or something. So I think I have a working graphics card and red board there if I need to. Alright, I think actually I don't know where I left off at, but I am making some progress on figuring out something about these boards. There's not a lot of information about them. Let's see if I can put that there. So I'm just going to test power real quick just to verify. There's my ground on the other side of this capacitor, and that's my 3.3 volts. And this should be like 5 volts. 4.9. 4.9. This is my 12. 12's a little bit high, but up to 12.5 it should be okay. That's on those capacitors there. And if I zoom in, let's see if you can see this. Right there. U27 and U714 have some green corrosion on it. And those are some like LS04s or something. I think an maybe an LS10. I don't know, but I believe this is RAM here. And let me power off. Zoom out a little bit. Where's my little light right there? Alright. Power on. Did I catch it? No. Status 1 is solid, which means I think that means there's a problem on this board, right? But if I power off, hold down the player 1 button or start, it'll do the diagnostics and it's flashing 1, 2, third is solid. Now I think that's because of the graphics card. I think I covered that already. So I'm going to put the graphics card in again, and I believe when it flashes, I read somewhere online like 6 or 7, and he got some information from Incredible Technologies, I guess. So if it's 6 or 7 is RAM, and I was getting like 7 or it was solid on 8. So I don't know what this is addressing, if that's part of addressing these, or I don't know. It could be like these RAMs up here are bad or something. That's what I'm thinking. Let me zoom out. Alright, so I have my graphics board in there. I'll hold down the start, power on. So now we're getting past probably the check that's checking for the video card, and it's going somewhere. It's probably testing RAM at that point. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I bet it's this corrosion there. So I'm going to go ahead and put on my other board and just see what it looks like from a booting it up standpoint, what the codes are, which is my Carnival King, I think. Alright, this is my Carnival King board. It has a chip at U53 that says CK1, and the U15 says version 2.04. And look, you can see here, this does not say 3DFX on it. It just says Incredible Technologies, but the graphics card does. It does look different, honestly. So I don't know. I'll have to look up the other one. But let's power it on with my button pressed and see if it has the same behavior. Alright, it just says solid. Oh, there's no flashing, I guess. It's just like, I think that means it's probably good, is what I'm thinking. Let me see if I just power it off and power it back on. Yeah, that's probably just the normal flash, meaning that it's good. Obviously, I don't have the hard drive on. Do it one more time, pressing the button, holding it in. Yep, same behavior. So I guess that's what it looks like for a normal board to boot up, whether it's in diagnostic mode with the flash test or not. Okay, I gave the board a toilet bowl cleaner bath, and let me see if I can zoom in here. Whoops. Right there, the U27, that was the area that was pretty bad. It's still not great. And I think I do need to reflow solder probably on a couple of these because I think they're not making contact, but none of the legs are broken as far as I can tell on these chips. I also took a fiberglass pencil to the legs as well. And I guess we're going to power it on for the first time here. Let's see. I don't know if this is the right graphics board. I did try this graphics board in my other red board, the Carnival King, and I don't know. The error codes weren't definitive. I will show that, but not right now. So let's go ahead and I guess hold this down and power up, I think, and cross your fingers. Actually, let me make sure I got my chips in right. That one I did not take out, so I probably should have, but I think I have everything plugged in right. Oh, now we just get a solid light here. That's not good. It's worse. It's worse than before. Why is that? Let me see. This is connected right. This is connected right. There we go. Maybe I just didn't recognize the button being held down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so no change if you're looking at this flash right here, the status 1. So cleaning the board didn't change anything, but it definitely got the corrosion off, so I probably can reflow those things. I'm not going to do that right now. I have my Carnival King wired up, and I just have the VGA out of the graphics card, and it does fire up. It says checking file system. It's not perfectly synced here because I think this is medium res. I don't know what resolution it's. No, it should be VGA coming out of the graphics card, I would think. So it says detecting IDE hard drive detected, checking file system. This can take several minutes to complete. Please be patient. Checking file system. All right, so I'll come back. But that's good to know. Just hook this graphics card up to a computer monitor and you should get a signal if everything's looking right. And you can see I just powered up and it's just a normal 1000, 2, 1000, 3, 1000, something a little bit faster than that, maybe once a second. Same thing with status 2 there. All right, says it's complete. Checking for modem. There is no modem. I think that might be this thing right here, and Carnival King probably doesn't have the modem. US Carnival King 2002, blah blah blah, hardware version 9, voltage okay, initializing. Bam. Looks like it's running. This will be a fun game to play. I've had this for a while, but I'd never had a medium res gun cabinet, and with this, the tri-sync buck hunter, I should be able to easily kind of swap in and out different games, different shooting games if I want to over time. Obviously I don't have any audio wired up. But nice, it definitely works. So I think what I'll do is I'll try putting the other graphics board in here just to see what happens, if it actually does work or not. Alright, I just went into my monitors, I just went into my monitor's settings, and you can see that it's putting out 720 by 400 resolution. So that's what's coming out of the graphics card. Let me hit that again. Yeah, 720 by 400 at 59 hertz. Interesting, huh? See, is there other info? No. My Carnival King board, the Big Buck Hunter graphics card, which says it's a 3DFX, and I'll link to a website. This does look like it's a Voodoo 3 board. So let's power on. Alright, we got blinking lights, which is good. Let's see if we have anything on here. Nothing on the screen. No signal, but yet anyway. But that IDE activity? No, I think that's fine. Yeah, just blank screen. So I think this video card is bad. And you can see it's flashing with a normal, well, oh, it's kind of changing up a little bit. Might be resetting. Yeah, I think it might be resetting. That's why the red, like that solid pause right there. Hard to tell. I'm going to power off. I'm going to hold down the start button. Power it back on. One, two, three. Graphics card. 1, 2, 3. Graphics card's bad. When I booted it up into self-test mode, that's the same error it gave when the graphics card's bad. So that sucks. We at least have a bad red board and a bad graphics card, it looks like, coming from the Big Buck Hunter. Alright. Alright, I actually put the modem in here, and I have my board kind of put all the screws back in and everything, but I figured what I would do is I boot it up with it connected to my monitor and boot it up in test mode and show you what it looks like. So press and hold, I'm going to hold until that light comes on. Like that. Then I let go. Let's see what we get on here. Get some flashing, like some test images. Video memory passed. Calculating EEPROM checksum. Testing hard drive. Sound initialization. Okay, whoop, okay. Said press start to continue. I didn't press start. And then it gives me this little test menu here, but of course it's not in the game. Press start and left trigger buttons to continue after modem sign and card reader test complete. So because the sign, I don't have the sign connected, and there's the modem. So let me power off. Power on normally. Okay. And see, it says modem detected, and then it starts loading the game. Bam, just like that. So yeah, there is some on-screen diagnostics when you boot it up with the start button held in for that self-diagnostic mode. I guess if it completes anyway. When I had the other graphics card in there, I was just getting a blank screen. So, and there's the game running. All right, I'm gonna put this in the cabinet. See if I can get a gun to work. Go dig around, see if I have any working guns. All right, I put that 3DFX card. I don't know if you can see it, but there's that 3DFX card. I put it in my compact Presario here, PCI slot. Changed the BIOS to be PCI because I normally have an AGP card in here. Look at that capacitor. It's probably a good thing I took this out. I probably need to recap this graphics card. That looks like ass, and it was still working. So anyway, it's a good thing I took that out. I went to Device Manager. It does say 3DFX Voodoo 3. So I might download the drivers just to make sure it installs correctly. It does say 3DFX Voodoo 3, so it is a Voodoo 3 card, and it seems to be working. So the problem is not with the video card. Why wouldn't this video card work with my Carnival King? That's interesting. I mean, it's obviously working. Alright, little sidebar here. I don't even know if those caps, they were in there like this with the black line, if you can see it, facing this way. Does that mean that was positive or negative? Because there's a... How the hell... Oh, you know what? I should find ground. Let me see if I can figure that out. I might have put these caps in backwards. I have no idea. Alright, I don't think I did, because I think this is ground, and then let me see if I can touch this. Can you see that alright? Touch this. That looks like ground. That does not look like ground. Yeah, that little pad there, that's got to be ground, right? So I think ground is facing this way. I was just a little worried that I didn't put them in wrong. But anyway, I replaced all of them but one cap. They're all 1016 volts. And I did not have, I only had 5 on hand. And this one's a 1010 volt. And I didn't want to use that because it's a lower voltage. But I figured what I would do real quick is just show you some of the caps that were really bad. Let's see. There's one starting to pop out at the bottom, and we will put my little ESR meter on it. Oh, come on now. I love measuring caps for some reason. That looks bad. It's way down here on an ESR standpoint. I didn't even measure the capacitance. Here's one that looks bad. Look how it's popped out the bottom like that. visibly bad, which is nice. Oops. If I can actually get it on there. I mean, that thing isn't even registering. What the heck? Yeah, I mean, this thing is not even registering anything. That's definitely bad. Here's another one that was really bad. Look at that. Alright, I cleaned it up with alcohol and stuff. That's where that one's at. 2 ohms on the ESR. That was bad. Now these are a couple of the good ones, I think. They look visibly good. And I'm going to have to use one of these bad boys. See, that one looks good. That one looks good. Did I have another one somewhere? Just as a reference, this is the 10 volt cap ESR. Same. So these are good, and I thought I had one more that was also good, so I'm going to have to use one of those. I could probably measure the capacitance too, just real quick. Just make sure it's like 1,000. Come on, get in there. Charging up. Well, it's taking a while. 989 microfarads, almost 1,000. 988. 988. Let's see which ones of these measure the best. Shit. Oh my god. Freaking pain in it. Oh, 1018. That one. I mean, they're both all right. I don't know where the third one is, but basically I'm gonna use one of the used caps because I don't have an extra. So that's it. I just wanted to show that real quick. Cleaning up this graphics card. It is a GeForce FX 5500. It's probably not even, I mean, worth jack crap, but since I had the caps, I might as well cap it since several of them were bad. Alright, still distracted. There's my GX 5500. What is it called? FX 5500, whatever. Got it connected. It's a AGP card. Power it on. Let's see, well, I might have to hit F1 maybe, hopefully. Let's go. Oh, it said, I saw it, recognized. Didn't blow up. Hit F1. Advanced. AGP on board. Okay, yeah, that's the right one. Anyway. Yeah, and see, it'll say it right there. GeForce FX 5500 something or another. No idea if that's anything good. This is like, I bought this computer 20-something years ago for like $199. And it's still running. That's crazy. Compact Rosario. 1200NX. I mean, I think it was terrible. I got two of them. Well, $199 each for my kids. I remember the exact price. I got them from Staples. I don't know why I remember that, but probably because it was such like a ridiculous deal. I got two computers like that. All right. See, there's 3DFX tools, but I don't have a 3DFX in there anymore. Let me see. System. 2 gigahertz, 768 megs of RAM. Device manager. There it is, right there. That's the driver. So that cap kit worked. Got my AGP card back in there. It actually has a DVI port. And that's it, I guess. I just recapped it. That's all I wanted to show. Alright, it's really bothering me. I've been working on this board, actually. Trying to figure out the flashers and stuff like that. I posted on Clove. Maybe I'll link to that thread up here. But it was bothering me that this board worked in the computer, had a video out, but not on this board. And I don't think I tried this card on... No, I did try it on the Carnival King. And it doesn't make sense. Why doesn't it have video out on the Carnival King? Anyway, it's weird. So I have it back on the bench. And 8 flashes. Nothing on this other computer monitor that I have here. So let me hook up my Carnival King again. Verify it. Because I've lost track. It's been a few days. And we'll come back real quick. Alright, booted my Carnival King. Now granted, it does have a different boot ROM. It has the version 204. I might try swapping that, but obviously it does come up into this mode here. I can't power on and hold the button at the same time. Yeah, I guess I can. Hold on. Alright, there we go. Now we'll watch the screen. Detecting IDE drive. 6, 7, 8. It'll probably give up because I don't have an ID drive connected. But you have a video out right away. So maybe this is all past the flashing, is the bottom line, potentially. I don't know. I'm going to put this video card on my board just to make sure. Boot failure. Okay, press. I guess it didn't work. You gotta hold down start. Alright. Hopefully it goes into its little boot process. There we go. Testing video memory. So it does test video memory, which might be these DRAM here. Anyway, also one thing I need to correct. I mentioned this is NVRAM. This is actually a real-time clock RTC chip. Testing hard drive. Detecting hard drive failed. Initializing sound system. Press start to continue. Eagle 40 meg system boot ROM version 204. No dial tone detected. Of course. Card reader port. Blah, 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 blah. Board voltage is okay. Clock is running. Alright. That's my Carnival King. I'm going to put my board back on and then my other video card, I guess. Or no, I'm going to put my video card on this board. That's what I'm going to do real quick. The bad one. Yeah, see, I have the 3DFX, the green card on there, the 3DFX. It is a Voodoo 3. My computer detected it, and nothing's coming out, no video out for some reason. And that's with the Eagle BIOS. I'm going to try one more time, but it's just so weird. Maybe there is something different or something wrong with this card. Oh crap, I got it to work. Maybe I need to clean that card edge or something. I don't know, like reseating it several times. I just booted up and it says video memory passed, main memory passed, EEPROM checksum passed. This is with version 204 on it. Sound initializing. Yeah, so that graphics card works. I just probably need to clean it up. I don't know why it took me like 5 times reseating it. Clock running, right? Board voltage okay. So what's wrong with my red board? 8 flashes. What does it mean? I believe this is the Oh, video memory? That's probably the video memory on the graphics card, right? It could be this stuff right here. I will link to that thread again because I don't feel like getting on the oscilloscope. But basically what I did is I experimented by grounding the chip selects on these different chips, and I basically got, if I remove this real-time clock, you get 5 flashes. If I ground these, I get 7. If I ground these, I get 6. And I haven't figured out, like, is this 8, this row right here? But I know these 2 chips here is 6 flashes. I know these 2, I think, are 7 flashes, or solid on the 7th, solid on the 6th, solid on the 5 if that's not working, the real-time clock. And I don't know. But that's gonna, I'll do more troubleshooting maybe in a different video. This video is long as crap already. But I'm glad my video board works, just not consistently. Alright, this is probably going to wrap up the video because I'm completely perplexed now. Good working video board out of the Carnival King on my non-working red board, and I'm getting, oh, the flashes just changed. I was getting 3 flashes, I thought. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, never mind. I thought I was getting 3 flashes, which would have been the video card, but I reseated it. Now it's okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and nothing's on the screen. I was hoping I would get some type of video output to give me a clue, but I guess the video output is most likely after those flashes. Damn, that sucks. I still think that video board is good then. Yep, it's the same behavior. So, but at least I'm getting 8 flashes here. Alright, that's as much as I can get. Honestly, I don't think I'm going to be able to fix this red board. I might buy schematics and stuff, and I don't know. Or send it out, I'm not sure. It seems like it's close to wanting to boot up, but close is not good enough. Alright, see you guys.